fall. I fall in buildings, I fall in millions, I fall in trillions, I fall in billions. She's suicidal. Say thinking all the killing, thinking why they hating, thinking why they drilling. I'm falling millions, I fall in billions, I fall in trillions, I fall in millions. Hey, we even talk about Desiigner. It's crazy that he did a song with Diplo called Suicidal, and this just happened. Now again, if you don't know who Desiigner is, of course you hear the Legacies, Panda, going like Adam Montana, and you know what I'm saying, Timmy Turner, you know what I'm saying? He had some shit. You know, he had outlet and shit like that. Like, he had some music, you know. Now, of course, after, like, the first couple albums, I think, when did he leave, like, fucking good music? Like, what, 2020? Anyways, he got off of, like, there 2019, 2020, he was off of the Good Music label. And he's been doing this thing. I rooted for him. He was independent. He was trying to find his sound. And I thought he was talented as fuck. To be fair, as much as we big up The Life of Pablo, nigga, the fact Kanye found that nigga Desiigner and he used like nigga Panda on that shit to make that, like, bro, we gotta give it to that nigga, bro. We do. Like, he doesn't deserve some of the hate he does get. Niggas always say he was a Future clone, this and that, and he did sound like Future, but even still, it was just crazy. Now that nigga trying to look like Iman Shumpert, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, Desiigner admits he's suicidal during frightening 911 call prior to his arrest. And it's sad because regardless, again, these are people. I know we view them as entertainers. They're better off than us. We're going to talk about the drama and shit like that shit. I'm part of it as well. But even with that being said, like, these are still human beings and we shouldn't always be making jokes and wanting niggas downfalls and shit like that. So again, I hope he is getting the help he does deserve. And I hope it's not that bad, bro. We only got one life at the end of the day. He might not even see this fucking video. But we only got one life. We got one life to live, bro. There's people that care about you, I'm sure. And sometimes we forget about that because we got a lot of shit going on and this, that, and the third. But, like, hopefully, hey, you do realize, like, you're here for a reason. We do like that you here. We might not always show it, but we are appreciative of who you is and the entertainment you gave us back in the day. And for the new niggas that wasn't there when you was doing your thing, fuck them. They fuck them. It is what it is. But anyways, Desiigner was arrested last month but free shortly after, posting bond in South Carolina over a domestic violence charge. I don't know why I said it like that. But anyways, we learned that rapper Desiigner was arrested in New York. However, what we didn't have at our disposal was context. Unfortunately, the extra information that has come forth is saddening and disturbing. Per TMZ and a XXL, the rapper had a 911 call. By the way, that 911 call audio is not going to be here. Y'all can go find that where y'all go find it. They ain't going to be here. During the phone exchange, Desiigner is arguing with the mother of his child, and it's a very uncomfortable situation. He even goes as far as saying that you dying for sure, in addition to telling her to choke herself and unalive herself, which again, we know niggas beef, and again, this was a domestic violence situation, which I don't condone, but yeah, bro, y'all have to have a toxic relationship for it to go that way, man. Meanwhile, the 911 dispatcher is on the other end, trying to get Desiigner to speak with her instead. Eventually, the artist speaks with the dispatcher, but things don't get any less frightening. He alleges that the woman has been trying to fight him and leave with their kid. Additionally, the Panda hitmaker alleges she may have laced his weed. That's a sick girl. If this is true, you lace a nigga weed, but anyways. He then pleads for help before adding, "She won't leave me alone. Suicidal now." This all went down March 24th, and Desiigner would ultimately be the one arrested by the Horry County Police Department. Yeah, that's a crazy mugshot. I ain't gonna do you like that in the thumbnail, but this is a crazy mugshot, Desiigner. He was handcuffed on domestic violence charges and accused of pushing the woman to the ground and ripping her clothing. He allegedly did this to her while she tried to flee the house with their child. Desiigner did post a $1,500 bond later that day and was released. He still has yet to comment on the entire situation, as well since this 9/11 audio has surfaced. Unfortunately, it's been a rough few years for the former Good Music signee, especially personally speaking. His mugshot that hit the internet shortly after the initial story spoke volumes as his eyes were drooping, while his facial expressions appearing disheartened and beat down. In 2023, he was arrested for indecent exposure. I do remember that one. After exposing himself on a plane, which was crazy. Yeah, Desiigner, I don't know. That plane one was crazy. After the incident, he came clean on his mental health. In part, he said, "I'm ashamed of my actions that happened on that plane. I landed back to the States and am admitting myself into a facility to help and will be canceling all my shows and any obligations until further notice. Mental health is for real, guys. Please pray for me. If you're not feeling like yourself, please get help." Desiigner, at the end of the day, like I expressed in the beginning of the video, I do hope you get help. I do hope that, people do care about you in whatever situation you got going on with your baby mama or your girlfriend, whatever she is. Y'all figure that out, man. Because some of this shit, bro. Listen, a lot of the time we going through some bullshit and we just want to figuratively just be done with it. But, bro, we only got this one life to live. You going to go through a strafe. You going to have some bullshit. Like, it's not the way to just want to unalive yourself, bro. That's not fixing the problem. That's running away. It's easier said than done. I know it's easier said than done. But yeah, we'll see exactly what happens and what goes on with this. Again, prayers to Desiigner, prayers to the child and his baby mom's / girlfriend. Hopefully this all works out. But what do y'all think about this? You already know what it is. It's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. I'm gone. You heard me? Like, subscribe, and hype. You already know what it is. Slimes on P. Shot L's gang.